This was my first stay in an AC hotel. And between the rooftop views, the balcony room, and a gaming setup prepared before I even arrived, this hotel set the bar much higher than I expected.
Hey everyone, welcome back to This Tea and Travels. I'm Mateo, and on this channel, I review hotels from a teen's perspective, covering everything that matters to you, from Wi-Fi speeds to pool vibes, gaming console hookups to the best amenities. I've got you covered. Whether you're planning a vacation or a staycation, I'll help you decide if the hotel is worth your time.
My family and I spent one night at the AC Hotel Charlotte SouthPark during our epic summer 2025 road trip, where we traveled for 19 days and stayed at 14 different hotels. This was also our first experience with the AC Hotels brand. I wanted to see how the room, Wi-Fi, gaming setup, pool access, rooftop bar, and SouthPark location worked from a teen and family perspective. I had already stayed at 2 other Marriott hotels in this area, so this property also had some direct competition. Would it become my new SouthPark favorite? Pulling up and unloading our car was easy. Just inside the entrance, the hotel had both full-size luggage carts and smaller compact carts, so guests could choose whichever worked best for their bags. Courtney and Lizzie welcomed us at check-in. They were friendly, answered our questions, and gave us recommendations for dinner in the area. The lobby made a strong first impression. It felt open, clean, and modern, with several comfortable seating areas spread throughout the space. Near the front desk was a market with snacks, drinks, and other essentials. The lobby also connects to the AC lounge, which becomes seating for the AC kitchen breakfast in the morning. In the evening, it can open as extra space when Cordial, the rooftop bar, reaches capacity. Because our room was on the 2nd floor, we could also enter the parking garage directly from our floor. That made bringing things back and forth from the car much easier. Overall, the arrival was smooth, and the hotel immediately felt modern and well-maintained. We originally booked a room with 2 queen beds, but we were upgraded to a deluxe room with 2 queens and a balcony. The room was bright, clean, and practical. It included an armchair, a good-sized desk, a large TV, and enough open space that it never felt crowded. One of my mom's favorite features was the long luggage bench. It held several suitcases, with extra storage underneath for shoes and smaller bags. Since my family usually lives out of our suitcases during shorter stays, it helped us stay organized without blocking the walking space. The balcony was another major highlight. It overlooked the street and included a love seat, plus a small table and chairs. It gave us an extra place to sit and take in the surrounding SouthPark area. The bathroom had a stand-up shower with a rainfall shower head, but the adjustable water pressure was what really stood out. I could make the pressure stronger or weaker, and the water temperature was excellent. After all the hotels I've reviewed, this was the first shower I remember using with that type of adjustment. The hotel also added a few thoughtful extras outside the room. Lavender sachets were placed near the elevators in the evening so guests could take one back to their room and put it under their pillow. In the morning, shower steamers were available in the same area. Even the ice machine was different. It dispensed filtered water and offered 3 choices: water, ice, or both together. The room was not overly complicated, but the balcony, storage space, and thoughtful extras made it work really well for our family. Connecting to the hotel Wi-Fi was easy across all my devices. Using the hotel's enhanced Wi-Fi, I recorded 43.2 megabits per second download and 45.6 megabits per second upload with Ookla speed test. At the time of this recording, that placed the AC Hotel Charlotte SouthPark at number 30 on my hotel Wi-Fi speed leaderboard. The speeds were not among the fastest I've tested, but they worked well for everything I needed during our stay. The gaming setup was a much bigger highlight. Before we arrived, the hotel knew I would be bringing my Nintendo Switch. Brandon and Brendan had watched some of my reviews, so they understood the problems I normally look for. They prepared an HDMI cable that was already connected to the TV, along with a power strip and a long extension cord. They even left an instruction sheet that started with, "We heard you're a gamer." That meant I didn't have to move furniture, search for an outlet, or struggle to reach the TV's HDMI ports. I could connect the switch, change the input, and start playing. I test gaming setups at every hotel I review, and this was one of the most thoughtful setups I've experienced. It wasn't because the hotel had expensive gaming equipment, it stood out because the staff paid attention and removed the usual problems before I even arrived. The AC Hotel Charlotte SouthPark does not have its own pool, but guests can ask the front desk for a pass to use the outdoor pool at the Charlotte Marriott SouthPark. The Marriott is literally next door, so it only requires a quick walk across the parking lot. I had stayed at that hotel before, but the pool hadn't opened for the season during my previous visit. This time, I finally had the chance to try it. The pool was a decent size, and had loungers, tables, chairs, and umbrellas around the deck. I couldn't film every seating area because other guests were using the pool, but there appeared to be enough space for families to spread out. Having to request a pass and leave the AC hotel is less convenient than having a pool on site. Still, because the Marriott is so close, the process was easy and the arrangement worked well for us. Back at the AC hotel, the fitness center, labeled the exercise room, was bright, clean, and spacious. It included a Peloton bike, treadmills, ellipticals, yoga equipment, kettlebells, free weights, benches, and a multi-gym machine. The equipment was well spread out, and 3 TVs gave guests different viewing options while working out. In the morning, guests can have breakfast at the AC Kitchen, which serves a European-inspired breakfast. We didn't eat breakfast at the hotel during the stay, so I can't review the food itself. The hotel's biggest food and drink feature is Cordial, its 8th floor rooftop bar and lounge. Brendan brought us upstairs, and Samuel looked after us while we were there. Cordial includes an indoor lounge, a balcony, and an outdoor terrace. The space was stylish and comfortable, but the views were the real highlight. We could look across South Park and even see downtown Charlotte in the distance. Even without ordering a full meal, I would recommend going upstairs to see the view, especially around sunset. The hotel is also surrounded by restaurants. My family's enjoyed Maggiano's Little Italy and the Cheesecake Factory during previous visits. But this time we tried Duckworth's Grill and Tap House. Duckworth's is locally owned and had been serving the area for about 20 years when we visited. I ordered a build-your-own burger with sweet potato fries. My sister and my dad both chose Philly steak sandwiches, while my mom ordered grouper tacos with chips and salsa. Everyone enjoyed their meal. The menu had enough variety for our whole family. The portions were generous, and Duckworth's became one of the standout meals from this part of our road trip. One of this hotel's strongest advantages is its South Park location. South Park Mall is about a 5-minute walk away, making this a convenient place to stay for shopping, dining, or simply having somewhere nearby to explore without driving. The hotel also has complimentary bicycles to the AC Bike program. Guests can ask the front desk about availability and borrow one to explore South Park. Although the hotel is outside downtown Charlotte, attractions such as Carowinds, the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and the Sullenberger Aviation Museum are still within driving distance. All 3 remain on my Charlotte list for future visits. That makes this hotel a good fit for guests who want to stay in a quieter shopping and dining district, while still being within reach of Charlotte's better-known attractions. Everything I mentioned, plus extra tips, links, and travel information is included in my full blog review on thisteenTravels.com. After staying at the Renaissance Charlotte SouthPark Hotel, the Charlotte Marriott SouthPark, and now the AC Hotel Charlotte SouthPark, this one ended up being my favorite. I think it's best for couples, families, business travelers, and especially teens who want a modern hotel within walking distance of South Park Mall and plenty of restaurants. Its standout strength was the combination of location, design, and service. The balcony room worked well for our family. Cordial delivered amazing views, and the staff made our first AC hotel feel personal. The Nintendo Switch setup was the best example. The hotel didn't need a special gaming room to create a great experience. Brandon and Brendan simply paid attention to what I normally test and made everything easier before I arrived. The main drawback is the lack of an on-site pool. The pool next door was easy to reach, but guests still need to request a pass and walk across the parking lot. The Wi-Fi was also only decent compared with the faster hotels on my leaderboard. It worked without any problems, but it wasn't a standout result. Even with those drawbacks, the positives easily outweigh the negatives. The AC Hotel Charlotte SouthPark is this Teen Travelz approved! It's especially teen approved for anyone who likes shopping, dining, rooftop views, and being able to explore South Park without constantly getting back into the car. For my first AC hotel stay, this property set the bar high. Out of the 3 Marriott hotels I've tried in Charlotte SouthPark area, this is the one I would choose again. Before I wrap up, I want to recognize the team members who helped make this stay so memorable. Courtney and Lizzie welcomed us at check-in, while China and Asia were helpful at the front desk the next morning. Samuel took great care of us at Cordial, and Brendan made sure we had the chance to experience the rooftop. I also want to give a special thank you to Brandon and Brendan for watching my videos and preparing the Nintendo Switch setup. That attention made the experience feel personal and showed how much the team cared about our stay. To Courtney, Lizzie, China, Asia, Samuel, Brandon, Brendan, and anyone else I may have missed, thank you for making my family feel so welcome. Thanks for watching. This review isn't sponsored. This is my honest teen perspective. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more hotel reviews from a teen's perspective. If you like this review and you want to see more, you can click on another one of my hotel reviews right after this, especially if you're planning your next trip. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!